So you want to learn how to trade Forex. Cool. I'm going to show you that today. I've been in the game of trading Forex for 10 years. For the first several years, I lost everything because I followed people on the internet that told me certain things. Now I'm going to show you some results, boring, put you to sleep results, because I do it every day. I'm showing you my accounts that are plugged into my software. Could you do the same thing? You absolutely could. That's the whole point behind this. But let's get into the one most important thing that everybody wants. They want to learn how to trade. In fact, there's a few things that you will hear over and over and over again when you're learning how to trade. Number one, they'll tell you to set a stop loss. Be careful. Don't want to blow your whole account. Set a stop loss. Me, the moment I stopped setting stop losses, I started winning. And I thought, that's kind of odd. Why is everybody telling me the one thing that causes me to lose trades all the time? Okay, so let's look the other way, which I did. Another one, they will tell you, only risk 1 to 2% per trade. When I was doing that, I either wasn't making very much or I was losing 1 to 2% because I set a stop loss. So let me give you a completely new philosophy and strategy. And strategy is the key. Everybody's out there looking for a manual strategy. They want to find that one guy or gal that has this incredible strategy. And here's the deal. The only reason I can think that someone is even attempting to teach you that is that they don't know what I know. Here's what I know. I know how to create passive profits in my own life. I know that's a dirty word. Say that out loud around a government official, you'll probably go to jail. Passive profits? That can't be real. One of the problems is terminology like passive profits. So many people have used it to essentially lie to you that the moment someone such as myself, who's not lying to you, no reason to lie to you, everything I show you is completely transparent. I'm going to show you my trades today. However, I'm starting to realize that that is so boring for people, they look past it. I get that you want to be entertained. And if you don't think you do, keep an eye out on your social media tactics. How much are you doom scrolling TikTok, for example? So let's get into one of the things that I did that is completely against everything you'll hear, but it's also the one path to success. Let me take you over to a website. So instead of lying to you and teaching you some strategy, telling you that you need a stop loss, telling you to only risk 1 to 2% per trade, hell, they'll even tell you, don't use martingale. Martingale techniques will run your account into the ground. Will they? Are you sure? Let's look at something here. I'm on the MQL5 marketplace. I'm going to go to Market, and I'm going to go to the MetaTrader 5 section over here. I'm going to click Experts, and I'm going to click the Free tab. Now, I want you to notice, these are all automated robots that are free. There's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of them. That's just on MetaTrader 5. There's also MetaTrader 4. Here's what I did. So 8 years ago, after 2 years of trading, I realized I feel like they're kind of all misleading me. All of these crazy strategies, all the manual concepts. And let's talk about automated and manual. Here's the deal, my friend. A manual strategy can only go so far. And it's also a lot of time, effort, and work that you have to guess at to make it happen. However, what if any one of these free robots here could make you all the money you ever wanted? Here's one thing I know. There's not a human on the face of this earth that can compete with any of these robots in terms of execution, time, stamina, the amount of time that it trades, the time that it takes a trade. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to stay up all day for the best entry? And you're an emotional being, so I don't know, are you going to take it or not? Here's the deal. Here's something I can tell you about me. I simply went and started downloading free robots, and I just started running them. And by running them on historical data, I started to see what works, what doesn't. Because here's the bottom line. Automation works. The fact that I never have to look at a pricing chart, the fact that I never have to analyze or guess because I use an automation. Now here's the deal. Here's the value that I'm bringing to the table. You don't know which one of these works. You probably don't even know how to get them to work or install them. Now, if you're a techie like me and you understand how to install MetaTrader and how to install one of these robots and how to get historical data and how to test it and how to watch it days, weeks, hours. I know personally I have at least 10,000 hours worth of time optimizing and trading automations. So here's the deal. We'll look at my results, but I refuse to be that Forex trader that's doing the following things. And if I refuse to do it, I'm profitable every day. But if I refuse to do it, maybe you should stop looking at these things. I'll give you an example. I refuse to stare at charts. I refuse to scroll back and attempt to tell you that you should have, for example, placed a buy order somewhere down here. Because I scrolled back in time and I can see that the price went up. Like, people actually believe, when they see someone point that out, people actually believe that that person that's telling you that you should have placed a buy order somewhere down here because look at what the price did. People actually believe that that person knows what they're talking about. I always know what I'm talking about when I look back at history. However, here's the deal. When you look right here, there is no pricing data forward of this because that's the future. Not a person in the world can tell you what's going to happen. However, a statistically optimized automation, a robot, can do this over and over. It can do it tens of thousands of times per day. It's as simple as that. So all you have to do, which is what I did, is find one thing that works consistently over and over again, and also something that you can generally manage. You look at it and go, looking good, or you look at it and go, I don't want to be in that trade. It's as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. The last time I had to manually manipulate or intervene in my automation had to be years ago. Years ago. One afternoon, I was like, you know what? Things aren't going well. I'm going to stop that and move on. Here we are. I have not manipulated my own software automation in years. It just does what it does. Now, the moment I use things like don't set a stop loss, or I say something like passive profits, or I say it never loses, because it's just math. It's just math. I can draw some math on a piece of paper right now that never loses. Mathematically, it never loses. But I can't say that stuff out loud. What I can do is I can show you some results. So here's the point. If you are so against automation, then you're relegated to losing pretty much all the time. You're going to be the rare 1% that probably does okay in trading if you're manually looking at charts. So if you want to stop losing, start automating. Now you can use my software, my FX software. You can use it. You can plug right into it. It's in the cloud. Guess what you don't have to do? You don't have to optimize it, install it, download it. You don't have to buy historical data. You don't even have to understand how it works. I almost guarantee you want to learn how to be a successful, profitable trader. Watch my automation work. Watch it for a few weeks. Watch it for a few months. You'll go, oh, I get it. I get it. What? I can see what the software's doing. I can see what's happening. You can even ask me questions. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that? And I'll tell you. But to sit here and teach you a strategy, or to tell you some BS like set a stop loss, only risk 1 to 2%, or let me show you an indicator that works, it's all junk. It's all junk. The only thing that will ever work is full automation. I figured it out. It took me 8 years. Why would you want to spend that much time? I'll guarantee you, I'll compete with you. You do not have the focus and tenacity and time that I put into this. Why would you try? Let's go look at some results. Here's one of my accounts. We'll look at the trading. Actually, I'll say for the last week because the market just closed. I shouldn't say closed. It switched over from New York to the Asia session here. So if I look back for the last week, I'm really looking at today because it's Monday as of right now. So $942.61 profit overnight in this account. This is my account using my software. I just plugged into the software and I let the software do its thing. What's the only choice you have to make? Well, how much should you bid? I don't know. How big's your account? How small's your account? That's the only choice you have to make. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Have a small account, don't bid very much. Have a large account, you can get a little bit more aggressive. It's not financial advice. It's software. It's what the software does. Let's look at another account. Here's another one. We'll look back for the past week. $4,274.64. Now, for the past week, it's a day. It's 24 hours. The market just opened yesterday, Sunday night. Here it is Monday afternoon. So over $4,000 with this unique algorithm. And it just, look at this. It just trades and trades and trades and trades. And it ends in a net profit. You see this blue, those are profitable trades. You see the red, some people might call that a loss. I just call that a reduction in my net profit because I didn't lose anything. $4,274.64. No losses. There's no loss. The software got out of a few trades at a negative amount, but it also got out of that same basket of trades at a positive amount. Look at these two trades at the top here. This Euro USD, this is called a basket of trades. The algorithm entered an original sell, and it entered an additional sell. It got out of the trade at a $211 loss, which is not really a loss because it took, at the same time, a $465 profit. If you give me $211 and I give you $465 back, did you lose anything? If you have a low IQ, you can be like, yeah, I did. But if you have a kind of like standard college level IQ, about a 115, then you'll understand that that's called nothing but net profit. That's it. It's not a loss. I don't care how many times you try to tell me that's a loss. It's not a loss. There is no negative number down here other than my commissions. I don't give a shit about the commissions. That's called the cost of doing business. Let's look at one more account. Here's another account, being pretty conservative with it. I've been running this account for about 2 weeks now, and it's averaging anywhere from $100 to $200 a day. Passive profit. I didn't touch any of this. I didn't place any of these trades. This is all an automated algorithm that you can plug into. The number of skeptical people that I get when I say this. If you meet me at a bar sometime and you ask me what I do and I tell you, you'd be like, that's not possible. It's not real. Well, here's the thing. It's not possible and it's not real in your world. But if you'd like to come into my world, where we don't talk about BS like entry strategies, we don't look at charts, wonder what the price is doing. We certainly don't look back and tell people what the price did. What? What's the point of that? What's the point of drawing lines on charts and guessing where you think the price is going to go after this particular moment? It's when you can go to the MQL5 marketplace like I just showed you and download hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Forex robots. You don't know how to install something? Ask me. Leave a comment. I'll do an entire training on how to install a robot. It takes about 5 minutes. But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is we're in the 21st century. It's time to automate. I show you my results on a daily basis. If you come on over to myfxsoftware.com, there's a button on the page. It'll take you to my free Telegram channel. We can go look at it right now. Here it is, the MyFX Software free Telegram channel. I post results on a daily basis. Video results, screenshot results. These are real. None of this is faked. You can see all of the prices. And in fact, if you want to, in the comment section, call me out on a particular trade. I'll pull it up. We'll reverse engineer it. Here's where the automation entered. Here's where it exited. You could go look at your own pricing chart and go, well, that's what happened. That's where it's at. It's all automated. You can't fake you can't fake hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trades a day. And you also can't compete with it manually. I don't know why you would. I've asked people, I'm like, great, you're an awesome manual trader. Compete with my automation. Let's go set up an account. We'll be transparent with it. Has anybody taken me up on that challenge? Not a damn person. Nobody. I must be crazy. That guy's crazy. I'll tell you what, I'm crazy profitable. I am crazy profitable. Can you be profitable? I don't know if your mental capacity will allow you. I don't know if it will. How many people have I attempted to, which I don't any longer, have I attempted to argue with the skeptical people? Well, if your automation is so profitable, why would you share it with the world? That one, I just got that one yesterday. I thought to myself, what do you mean? Why not? Why not? So you're telling me that if you found something really awesome and it that makes you profits, passive profits, whatever you want to call it, and there'd be no skin off your back to share it with the world, you wouldn't do it? Like, me sharing my automation with you doesn't affect what I'm doing or my trading or my accounts at all. So I like helping people. Actually, what I like doing is pointing out to people, maybe such as yourself, if you've stayed this long, listening to the video, watching the video, what's important to me is to make sure that you're getting the truth. Because when I got into this Forex trading industry 10 years ago, I'll guarantee you I was not getting the truth. I was not getting the truth. So if you're skeptical and you think I'm crazy, go do what you do. I don't know what it is you people do. But if you're like, I have a high IQ. This looks pretty cool. You know what? You owe it to yourself to try it. Just freaking try it. What are you out? I'm out tens of thousands of hours of my life figuring it out. You'd be out nothing other than a few dollars to plug into the system, because it's not free, but it's pennies. It's absolute pennies. What it produces, head and shoulders above any cost. And guess what? Is Forex a business? It is. Well, this is not tax advice, but if you have a business, are things now tax deductible for you? Very possible. What is required? Here's something for a fact. Go look this up. What's required for you to call something a business and say you have a business and be able to take business deductions? Again, not tax advice. You know what it is? The intent to make a profit. That's it. Go look it up. What says that I'm in business? It's simply the intent to make a profit. Are you intending to make a profit with Forex trading? You're in business, my friend. That's a whole other video. That's it. That's the results. That's what I have. I'm just not that guy that's going to be out here teaching you how to trade. Because why? Well, why would you do that? Don't be crazy. Plug into an automation. Earn some profits. If I'm crazy, what are you out? A few dollars? Big deal. You were going to lose that much anyway trying to trade manually. That's it. Appreciate you watching. More results tomorrow. I'll see you then. Take care.